Hey guys, this is Crazy Monkey 598 here, and today I will be bringing you the Gobblegum Comparison episode number 4. So let's start it off with the two Gobblegums that we will be having in today's episode. We have the Ephemeral Enhancement Gobblegum, and we have the Respin Cycle Gobblegum. Both not too good Gobblegums, I know, but I felt like they needed to be compared because they were of the same level. So anyways, let's get right into the clips of these two Gobblegums. The first Gobblegum that we have in this episode is the Respin Cycle Gobblegum. So you see, we're going to get it from the Dr. Monty's gumball machine here. It's purple, and it is a press up to activate, respins all the weapons in the magic box. So if we move into our next clip here, you see I have the Vesper out of ammo, and I want to hit the box. So I hit the box, and I'm just going to have to run around the zombie here before I see what is actually in the box. But if you look, you see here we have a Pharaoh. So I'm going to pop the Gobblegum. You see you get these like purple lights coming out of the box. And after I look over here, get a much better weapon, the Dracon. And yeah, this Gobblegum is awesome. So here we have just another use of the Gobblegum. You see we are going to spin the box here, get the Dingo. Don't quite want that, so I respin it. And you see my other weapon here is the BRM. Gonna juke around him, and you see the SVG. Now I do end up not wanting the SVG, but I do pick it up from the box anyway just to show the Gobblegum. And you see here we have the SVG. So the next Gobblegum we have today, it's not Undead Man Walking, but if we go over to the Gobblegum machine here, gonna hit it up, and you see purple Gobblegum. Eat up. It's Ephemeral Enhancement. When we eat it, it says press up to activate, turns the current weapon into a packed weapon. So you see here, going to be running along, pull out the SVG, press up on the D-pad, and it's going to do the little animation. But yeah, we have an SVG. It's completely pack punch. You fire at a faster rate. It has 10 bullets in a mag with more ammo. And yeah, just going to move into another clip of using it here. I just went down and used beast mode. So you see I'm going to pull out the ray gun, activate the Gobblegum. It's going to do its little animation, and you have a ray gun. Now, something to note really quickly, after you're done using this Gobblegum, it does give you full ammo in the weapon that you use it in, and yeah, let's move on to the Gobblegum comparison stage. So this is the stage where we take the two Gobblegums that we compared earlier in this episode, or more that we looked at, and we're going to compare them, see which one is better, by viewing how they work in all situations, how good they would be for certain situations, and how bad it would be in these cases. And yeah, so we're going to start off with our Gobblegum Ephemeral Enhancement. And Ephemeral Enhancement is a Gobblegum that is not considered too good, but I feel like you could use it in certain situations. It doesn't really work in the boss fight, because, you're going to bring in packed weapons anyway, and when I say boss fight, I mean boss fight for any sort of map. However, I do feel that it can be quite useful when you're, say, out of ammo in a non-packed weapon. You just happen to have it, and you just pop it. First of all, it gives you full ammo for 20 seconds, and when you're done, your gun is fully reloaded. So, Ephemeral Enhancement, it's good in normal situations, at least in the early game, and when doing certain things in the quest, I don't really find it too great. Like, there's no real use for it in certain quests. For example, upgrading the bow, or getting the Apothicon Servant. I mean, I guess I could say a packed weapon is better than a non-packed weapon, but that's better for normal situations. So, anyway, let's move on to our next Gobblegum, Respin Cycle. So, Respin Cycle, I feel, is not very useful at all in the boss fights, because Respin Cycle, it respins the box, and I don't think there's any boss fight where there's a box. No, there definitely isn't. But it can be useful in normal situations when you're at the box, you have Respin Cycle, and you're trying to get something specific, and you don't happen to have the Fire Cell Gobblegum, the Immolation Liquidation. But so that's useful. It gets you 2 extra box hits for free, which honestly could be useful in normal situations. And in quest situations, I guess if you have to get, say, the Ray Gun Mark III out of the box, and you want it and you don't have Immolation, you can just hit it up. And I guess it's okay for quests, not too good. But anyway, let's move on to the final scores. So the results are in, and for Respin Cycle, the boss fight ranking was a 0, the normal situation ranking was a 5, and the quest situation ranking was a 4. And the reason I said it this way is because, again, Respin Cycle doesn't do anything in the boss fight. In normal situations, Respin Cycle can be pretty useful. If you're trying to hit for a certain weapon from the box, you can respin it twice for free, which gives you 3 box hits for the price of 1. And in quest situations, it can also be helpful for getting certain weapons out of the box, like the ray gun, Mark III, or the normal ray gun, or even for the Shadows of Evil Pack-a-Punched Wonder Weapon. So now we have the Ephemeral Enhancement Gobblegum, which I gave a boss fight ranking of 1 because, you know, you're going to bring a packed weapon to the boss fight anyway. So it could be useful if you're just like, you know, don't have many points and need to get in there as soon as possible. Just use Ephemeral Enhancement. In normal situations, it gets a 4 because I feel like it doesn't really... It takes time to do it because you have to do the animation, but it does give you max ammo, so it did get an okay ranking there. And in quest situation, it gets a 3 because if you're trying to fill up, say, the bows, or you're trying to get the, what's part of the Wonder Weapon in Shadows of Evil, the Xenomatter, if you're trying to get that, then a Pack-a-Punched weapon is better than not having a Pack-a-Punched weapon. So yeah, that leaves Ephemeral with an 8 and a Respin with a 9. That means Respin is the winner of this episode's Gobblegum comparison. If you enjoyed this episode, then please make sure to like the video, subscribe, leave a comment down below on what Gobblegums you guys want me to do in the next episode, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.